MultimediaJay radio style.
Okay, main discussion time on this episode of MultimediaJay radio style. That's tacky. Whatever. So Subtember. Subtember is a little something. We can actually get some music going now. We're done with recap. Subtember is something that we need to talk about. People were pretty upset. And I'm not surprised. This is Twitch after all. Twitch is incredible at marketing. And part of that is the Twitch bowl effect. My joking reference to fish bowls. And what all of that ties to is this. So, these numbers, even though they might be for game streaming, are the Q2 numbers from Streamlabs and Stream Hatchet. So let's keep that side panel open. So with the whole situation with Subtember, I'm very disappointed that there are people out there that act like they're Twitch gurus and want to help people grow their streams that are complaining about Subtember. So the big complaint that everybody's talking about is that Subtember focuses way too much on new people who haven't been watching Twitch for a while, as opposed to folks who've been watching Twitch for a decent amount of time. There isn't enough of a focus on Twitch's current user base, and there's far too much of a focus on Twitch's new potential user base. And the reason why I support what Twitch is doing is because that is exactly what they need. So these were the ratios. These could be for game streaming only. So we don't know if this couldn't possibly be a situation where YouTube is actually the biggest streaming platform out there overall, just not the biggest when it comes to gaming. But even if these numbers are for gaming, and my challenge to Stream Hatchet and Streamlabs is to get the overall numbers in addition to the gaming numbers when they come out with Q3. So let's recap what these were when Q2 posted. Q3 should post, I believe, next month. So we'll see what gets posted. And we'll see what's in that report. But Twitch has benefited immensely from the lockdown. So they had a huge jump in hours watched and hours streamed. But because they had jumps in both, their ratio is now the worst in the industry. So here's the idea of this ratio. This is hours watched divided by hours streamed. So off of mathematics alone, what kind of an audience can these platforms hook you up with? All things equal, no technology, no other forces in play. Mathematically, from the raw numbers, who offers the best potential audience to someone who wants to stream? Right now, that winner is YouTube. Facebook has a bigger number, but because of fundamental problems with Facebook, as well as how they run their level up program, Facebook gaming and the way it is run right now is going to inherently encourage the watch time to be way bigger than the stream time. So this will always be the best for synthetic reasons. And then you go to Mixer before they shut down, and we see the worst numbers overall and the worst ratio. They did not have a problem finding people to stream on Mixer. They couldn't get anybody to watch. And prior to Mixer's shutdown, I actually did some digging, and I actually ran a spreadsheet taking a look at some of the biggest names on Twitch, their watch hours, and what over a 90-day period. And in a perfect world where you change platforms and 100% of your audience goes with you, even some of the biggest talent on Twitch completely defecting to Mixer and bringing their audience with them would not have saved Mixer from being in last place in terms of number of hours watched. Even some of the biggest streamers on Twitch going to Mixer would not have gotten them out of last place. So we see a real problem here with Mixer failing because they couldn't get anyone to watch. They could get plenty of people to stream, but couldn't actually provide an audience for them. Remember that. Because with Mixer closing, Twitch is now in that position. Yeah, sure, they have a strong brand, strong focus on gaming, strong relation to gaming and streaming, as well as game streaming itself, but they have the worst ratio of hours watched versus hours streamed. Even if this is just gaming alone, YouTube offers a better deal. Plus, YouTube has better technology. You get transcoding right off the bat, something only partners get on Twitch. Affiliates are not guaranteed transcoding. So one of the big technical hurdles, if people have crappier internet, is whether they can watch you stream something 1080-60 consistently without stressing the CPU, causing problems with their graphics card. Maybe they're watching on a crappy laptop or a phone, or their internet isn't good. So the ability to watch in a lower quality to still get what's going on, even if it's smaller, is a major technical issue that Twitch doesn't provide it, but YouTube does. So down here is a combo category, Twixer, which assumed that all of the Twitch talent, all the Mixer talent went to Twitch. And that was pretty much the case. When Mixer shut down, there was all kinds of people on Mixer saying, come watch me on Twitch, come follow me on Twitch, come see me on Twitch, 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 Twitch. I gotta go back and check out some of those videos and get some of those names and see how they're doing. See whether they've hit a roadblock on Twitch or if they even still stream anymore. So, here's the thing. Because we know that this Twixer thing is what happened, now this horrible ratio compared to YouTube is even lower. Now people are screeching and hollering about Twitch is caring more about new people than their existing user base. Oh, it's nice to see where their priorities are. Yeah, well, guess what? Their priorities need to be with getting new people to watch, specifically. As Twitch found out last quarter, they're not going to get anywhere if they get people to watch and stream. They need to get people specifically who are going to watch without wanting to become a streamer. Casual people. People who are less likely to make this number any bigger. It's the only way they recover any ground against YouTube. No, seriously, am I the only one who even looks at this stuff? There's so many people upset about Twitch focusing on new people. Besides Subtember, I saw Devin Nash's video about Twitch Sings shutting down. Didn't like the narcissism and the little tirade he went on 2/3 of the way through the video. But the point he made about Twitch investing in musicians coming over to Twitch and bringing their fans with them, assuming the record company gives them permission to play songs and stuff, that's another thing he didn't talk about, but that's a different discussion. These casual people who are just fans of musicians that are going to come over, watch the musician on Twitch, and maybe check out some other stuff when that person's not streaming. That's what Twitch has to cross their fingers on. Because what Twitch needs more than anything else is people to watch. They don't have a big enough audience right now to match what YouTube can offer every single individual who streams on their platform in terms of this ratio. YouTube clobbers them. And this is just gaming. This could be just gaming numbers only. Overall, I'm curious what the numbers are for everything. It's also true for Twitch, too, because Twitch has just chatting and non-gaming platforms or non-gaming categories like talk shows and podcasts, this one. So, Twitch actually should be compared overall versus YouTube, as well as gaming only versus YouTube. But even if this is just gaming numbers, YouTube still offers a better ratio, notably better ratio, than Twitch. The only way Twitch fixes their problem right now with not enough people watching is to get people to watch that aren't interested in streaming. Now you can screech about that all you want, but think about it from the perspective of the infrastructure, the hardware, and the operations. You have somebody who is not stressing your hardware because they're not streaming, but they're watching and they're donoing and they're doing stuff. Really, streamers bring in revenue only if people dono to them. But people that are watching, there is no question about that. They're either going to dono or they're not. They're going to subscribe or they're not. They're going to cheer bits or they're not. So, but more important is the need for Twitch to look like a place where you can amount to something. Yes, there are a lot of people who don't know any better that are thinking they could grind away on Twitch. It's basically a mythos at this point, even though so many big names on Twitch did not do that to get to where they are. So you keep it up, and eventually the Emperor has no clothes, and you end up with a situation where people don't want to be on the platform because this drops first. What happens to these platforms like Twitch and YouTube if people don't think they can amount to anything? Less people try, and so eventually you have talent that doesn't have replacements lined up for the algorithms to recommend people to. So it's a ticking time bomb if something happens to the existing talent, and you can't keep those people watching, because if something happens to them, you can't keep people watching and driving up your CPMs, because you can then turn around and say, oh yeah, we have an audience that's this big instead of this big. Major issue. So the only way these platforms, no matter how much they try to get away from it, whether through corporate deals or whatever, the only way these platforms continue operating is if it looks like the little guy can amount to something on there. If you don't have that, you don't have any possible way to be successful, unless you turn into a Daily Motion or a Blip TV. If anybody remember, but even then, success isn't guaranteed. Blip closed after going not completely commercial, but they kicked off their smaller creators and gated what it took to be a Blip TV user, and then they lost altogether. So that is what Twitch is up against. If they were to go completely commercial, they would have to... I mean, Daily Motion, are they super successful right now? Are they prosperous? What are they in the news for? I've known them for years as the distant second-place competitor to YouTube for videos. If you can get a view on Daily Motion, it's the equivalent of 10 views on YouTube because of the difference in traffic. And that's the same kind of critical numbers thing that drives some former YouTubers to be small streamers on Twitch. They want to stream to an audience that can sub and dono of like 20 people instead of getting thousands of views on YouTube, because the numbers can get better easily because of critical numbers related to what Twitch offers versus YouTube. The problem is that Twitch is way smaller than YouTube in terms of hits per day. So this number is the big one that Twitch needs to focus on. Their branding has already landed them with the most hours streamed, and it's going to keep on doing that. So, but the more this keeps happening, the more they put themselves at risk that people will just give up because they can't grow on Twitch. Even me. I've been streaming for how long, and I'm not even Twitch affiliate. And I'll ask again. Is this low-quality content? No. Nobody can find it. I can tell you there are Twitch streamers in the just chatting category that aren't as interesting and don't keep things going as well as I do. There are game streamers that aren't as interesting and don't keep things going as well as I do. If you tune in at all, you probably have something to listen to. You don't have an empty chair. You know, I actually have real, be right back screens and stuff. I actually have that kind of stuff, as opposed to just walking away from my audience for 10 minutes. And all the jokes that show up in chat, no streamer, blah, 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 blah. So, is this low-quality content? No, it isn't. There are just fundamental problems with Twitch that make it so that if you don't bring an audience from somewhere else, you don't even become an affiliate. I know full well I'm not the only one having this problem. When I can go into a self-promo Discord and I can see people begging people to watch their streams because I'm so close to affiliate, please come support me, I'm so close to affiliate, I'm so close to affiliate, that's when I know that something on Twitch is fundamentally broken. Sorry. That's how I know that something on Twitch is fundamentally broken, and we know what it is. Their technology is weak, and their mathematics are terrible. There just aren't enough people per streamer to offer what YouTube offers. And YouTube has powerful search technology, and they are aggressively working on their streaming component because that's where they have competition. It's essentially a proxy war between Google and Amazon. So, YouTube is in a far better position with a lot of things, and all they have to do is upgrade a few features and they have more feature parity with Twitch. What does Twitch do then? This is one of the reasons why my only goal on Twitch is affiliate. I'm only interested in 3 concurrent viewers. That's it. I really don't care if I go anywhere after that, because I know Twitch does not have the technology or the people to properly support people's growth. Excuse me. Because of this, let's open up PowerPoint. Let's open up PowerPoint, preferably to something that's 1920 by 1080, and make a graphic. Let's do J slides. And let's do a save as. People or technology. Let's put PowerPoint on the screen. In the MultimediaJay folder. Let's blow away everything. This is going to become something. YouTube versus Twitch as a millennial side hustle. Get rid of that. Get rid of that, and get rid of that. I only want one slide. One blank slide. Alright, let's put PowerPoint on the screen. Let's go to town on this. Getting there. But you know what? I think it's not... We have it in the behind-the-scenes streams. I think we can go back to uncropping this so we can see all of PowerPoint. Let's see here. I want to make 2 shapes. Get this in and get this in. Let's bring it back to being full size. Just like we do in the behind-the-scenes streams. Okay. Insert shapes. Give me some shapes here. Give me 2 triangles. I think it's about time we represented this whole thing. Give me 2 triangles. I think it's about time that we represented how people grow graphically. Alright, give me a triangle that's going this way. Give me a triangle that's going the other way. And let's link them together to make a diamond, so to speak, of growth. A diamond of growth on online media. There we go. There we go. It is about time that this was represented graphically. There are 2 sides to everybody's growth on these platforms. So, let's see if we can click underneath. Let's do fills. We will use purple because Twitch focuses on people so much. We're going to use fill colors, and we're going to select purple. We're going to select Twitch purple for people, and then on the other side for a fill color, we're going to go neon green for technology, because those are the two elements of growth. And let's do for outlines. For an outline color, let's do white. Make this nice and flashy. And let's also add some text. People. We don't want that. We actually want that going the other way. Text effects. Can we rotate this? 3D rotation. No, I actually want to just turn that the other way. Format shape. Text options. Let's add text box options, vertical alignment, text direction. What do we do that is stacked? We want horizontal does this. Can we turn it vertical? Or do you have to set everything back? Yeah, I want to make a diamond. Actually, let's cheeseball this with an optical illusion. We don't need to put stuff in the shapes. What we need is text boxes over the shapes. It's about time. About time this was represented. People. Put a shadow on it, turn it white. Yeah, we can Calibri this thing up here. Calibri it up to about 100, and Calibri it up, actually do technology first, and then make people the same size. All right, well, that's a little bright, so let's take this down to a different green. So the fill color, let's take it to a darker green. Take it down to about this green. That looks better. All right, here's technology. Here's technology. Now let's put people on the other side. It is about time that this was represented graphically on here. People. Let's rotate it to this. There we go. There are always, and I'm going to send this to Twitter afterwards, there are always two sides to growth on these platforms. There's the people side and there's the technology side. You can only advance your technology as quickly as your R&D budget or other stuff will allow. So the other side is always people. And that is something Twitch is pretty good at. There's a focus on, number one, there's a focus on personalities. The streamer has to be there. There is no streaming, like, live feeds of stuff that's not interactive unless you decategorize what it is that you're doing. But here's the thing. You're going to grow because of a combination of these two. But also, Twitch's problems are because of a combination of these two. If we know that their technology is going to take a while to develop, they're behind the 8 ball on technology, their focus needs to be on people. And that is the big thing here. So what kind of people should they focus on? Again, demographics. Twitch should focus on people who are going to help them deal with their numbers problem. That's right. There are too many people streaming versus people watching. The best demographic for them to go after is people that will watch that have a low risk of becoming streamers. If they attract more people who want to become streamers, they get nowhere. So audiences of musicians, audiences of celebrities, casual users, people who may be less inclined or know less about the Twitch ecosystem, the rookies, the normies, the people that Subtember is currently pointed at. Those are the people that Twitch needs. Twitch needs more fans. To avoid the talent inversion, they need more fans. They don't need more talent. They don't need more talent. They don't need more streamers. Twitch needs more people so that the streamers can actually have an audience for the technology to introduce them to. That's what needs to happen. And so for every event like Subtember that comes along, if you see somebody who is upset that Subtember is focusing on getting new people onto Twitch instead of giving a boost to people already on Twitch, when you see someone who's upset, they don't realize just what position Twitch is in. Because YouTube can win on both of these if they make a few changes to their platform as a streaming platform, and in terms of video uploads. YouTube has the chips, they're just the sleeping giant that's slowly waking up. Twitch needs to take action to do something before that happens. So, you get something like this ratio of 26 something versus 88 something. I am very curious what that turns into for Q3, and I'm very curious what's in the numbers for Q3. I want to know if it's gaming only, all of streaming, or both. Theoretically, I would like to see a Streamlabs Stream Hatchet report that contains numbers related to gaming specifically, but also to all streaming, so we can see how much bigger YouTube is than Twitch. Because that's where I think we'd see that YouTube is bigger than Twitch. It's taking all streaming outside of gaming and in gaming into account. I don't even think it would be a fair fight. But this is it. If Twitch can't win on technology, discoverability, algorithms, site design, they have to go after people. And also, even if Twitch was technologically on par with YouTube, that's where you get into user-based conditioning. Do people know to use Twitch in any similar way to how they use YouTube? So even if their technology was on par in terms of their discoverability, as people call it, they would then have to condition people to use Twitch for more than just whoever's live. they would have to get people to act that way. They'd also have to get people to want to make videos on Twitch so that the search engines can have actual results instead of a bunch of VODs that may or may not be related to what it is that you search for. But both of these go together. I don't mean to go all Alan Turing on all of this, but this is precisely what the issue is here. This will go to Twitter. We'll keep this graphic handy as well. Because we've mentioned people and technology so much that we might as well have a graphic we refer to at this point. It is just that important and that regular of a thing. There are so many things that can be explained by talking about the relationship between people and technology. Just way too easy. And that is why I support Twitch in their efforts to attract people to the platform. They don't need more streamers. They have so much brand power with streaming and games that more streamers will not get them anywhere. But if they want to actually recover a feeling of being able to progress on Twitch that isn't shot down by commentators like me, they need to get more people watching, not so much more people streaming. They're all set on streamers. Not to say they should gate streaming, or they kind of do already. The Twitch affiliate program is gated such that I see people on forums or self-promos or Reddits or something that's like, come support me on Twitch, I'm so close to affiliate. I actually followed a Twitter account that is specifically for promoting Twitch streams, and that's where I saw some of this stuff. Nobody should be screaming, hollering, and begging for people to watch. I'm so close to affiliate, I'm so close to affiliate. The gating on affiliate is annoying enough as it is. If you don't bring an audience with you, you have no chance. That is gonna be a problem when YouTube gets their streaming act together. I'll leave that as something for you people to think about. Social medias, youtube.com/MultimediaJay, twitter.com/MultimediaJay, twitch.tv/MultimediaJay, and multimediajay.wordpress.com. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by.
MultimediaJay radio style.